Hello, everyone. You're welcome to the second class of our practicals in this training. So in the first class, we were able to lay the foundations of our CV. We were able to achieve some of the rudimentary formatting that needs to be done. We were able to create the right margins. We were able to form an outline for the documents, designating different sections and subsections that we'll be working with. And then we ended up the class by working on the name and contact information. So today we would want to continue from where we stopped by looking at the profile. Okay. So what you're looking at on the screen is actually the documents that we arrived at from the last class. So today we work on the profile and then we try to understand what is entailed in crafting an excellent profile. Okay, so a profile statement is a summary of your career highlights in terms of the skills that you've acquired over the years, the qualifications you have, if there are any achievements that you've had, any measurable achievements that you can indicate. The profile statement is the place to put them in. So it's more like a summary of the whole document. Those aspects of the document that you think stand out more than the rest, you put them in a brief summary, you put them under your profile. So there are different names that can be given to this section. I've just decided to call it a profile here. You can call it your career profile. Some people call it career highlights. I've seen professional summary or just summary, whatever you decide to call it, but it's a profile. That's what it is. Okay, so um, to continue from where we stopped, I'm going to bring this down a little bit so that we have enough space between the contact information and the rest of the document. Then I have a profile statement that I'd already written for this CV. I'll just paste it in the body part. So we'll take a look at what is actually entailed in this. The first thing you need to note is that your profile statement needs to be short. Okay. Nowadays, recruiters spend as little as 6 to 3 seconds on each CV that's lying on their table because they have a lot to review on a daily basis. So they just pick it up, scan, and whatever picks their eye or interests them is what will determine whether they continue with that particular document or not. So I recommend you spend majority of the time you would use in writing your CV on the profile statement. It's very, very important. That is the first place that the eye of the recruiter goes. If you don't make it in the profile statement, then forget it. The person is not going to go down to your document to start reading whatever else you have there. So it's very important that you take your time to craft an excellent profile because that's where your winning starts. Okay, so the one I've written for this CV, as you can see on the screen, there are some salient points I want to draw out of this profile statement. It's a very short profile statement, just about 3 sentences, but the way it's designed is to completely bring out the highlights of this particular document. So the first thing you notice that on the onset, it tells the recruiter that this person has a certification in their field. So it says certified customer service professional. Then the next thing, it tells the person that, okay, I've held managerial experience. Sorry, I've held a managerial position in the past, so I have managerial experience. Just in that one line, okay? And then it goes into specifications of the kind of area the person specializes, talks about customer support and operations. And then to appeal to the particular job in question, it mentions customer lifecycle management. This can be an avenue to match keywords in terms of the job listing that the person is applying to. Okay, so keyword matching is very, very important to also make your CV pass the ATS. In fact, it's something that will go in depth in one of our courses, the job application A plus. I would recommend that you guys register for that course when it's open because it's currently not open because we have the classes are filled. We can only take a limited number of students. So it's filled now. We'll let you know when it's open so that you apply. It's very, very important, especially if you're going to be applying to more than one job position. Okay. We show you the secrets of how you can make an ATS fall in love with your resume for different types of job positions. Okay. So then again, the profile statement here goes ahead to touch on some of the skills that are paramount for a position in customer service, excellent communication and interpersonal skills, and as well as drive for stimulating revenue growth through analytical thinking. So these are some of the skills that the person has highlighted that would catch the eye of the recruiter. Then it goes ahead to mention one of the candidate's salient achievements. It says an innovative problem solver developed and implemented new service structures to reduce email turnaround time by 75%. So if I'm a recruiter and looking at this type of profile statement, I'll be tempted to go down and see who this person actually is. Because in just 3 sentences, the person has given me a whole lot to think about. So that's basically what you need to consider in writing your profile, to look at those salient aspects of your career, those things that when you tell someone would make them think, wow, you're a great person. Those are the things that you should bring into your profile statement. Okay, so and that's basically what we have today, just to show you how you can craft your profile statement. There are different styles. Some people do 2 paragraphs. That's fine, but just try to keep it short. Some do a paragraph up and then they do a few bullet points. I'm not a fan of that style, anyways, because this real estate on top of your CV, you're trying to make as an adequate use of it as possible. So using bullet points, it's like you'll be having a lot of white space that you're not making use of. But if you want to use that, it's also fine. Okay, but just make sure you use the simple bullet points so that an ATS can scan it. So that's basically what the profile statement is all about. But notice something here that it's not written in the first person, it's not written in the second person, right? It doesn't also contain pronouns. So I see CVs where they say, I am a certified customer service professional, or she is a certified customer professional. Please don't do that. That is not the professional way for writing CVs. Just go straight to the person's profile, but don't say I, don't say she, don't say he. Don't use any pronouns at all in writing your career profile, okay? Okay, so that's basically the class that we have for you today. Like I told you in the last class, we like to keep it short. So take your time, look at your own career profile, write it, rewrite it, take your time. Okay, craft it and craft it to the level. You can even share with friends and say, look at this. What do you think is interesting? What can I include? What can I remove? And then finally, please make sure that you obey all applicable grammatical rules. Your punctuations, the sentence structure should be on point. If you make any mistakes or typographical errors in this part of your profile, then you are losing the attention of the recruiter. So it's very, very important that you pay very close attention to the way your profile statement is crafted. Thank you so much for the time. Okay. Take your time, work on your profile. I'll see you guys in the next class. Cheers.